In 1907, an Egyptian workman clearing sand near an ancient tomb noticed something hidden beneath the courtyard. It was a small chamber that had remained sealed for nearly 4,000 years. When archaeologists opened it, they found two complete burials surrounded by painted coffins, wooden boats, statues, and canopic jars. The inscriptions gave both men the same mother, so researchers assumed they were brothers. But then the bodies told a different story. Their skeletons looked too different to share a close family connection. For decades, scientists could only guess what had happened. Then modern researchers found a way to ask the bodies themselves. The answer was hidden inside their teeth. In January 1907, archaeologist William Flinders Petrie brought his team to Der Rife, a quiet burial ground south of Cairo. It wasn't a famous site. Most tombs nearby had already been picked apart by earlier excavators. That's exactly why nobody expected what came next. While clearing a courtyard, a workman named Urfi uncovered a hidden chamber beneath the ground. Every seal remained intact. Nothing had been disturbed since the day it was closed. Inside sat two coffins, painted and undamaged, holding the mummified remains of two men. Alongside them, model boats for the afterlife, carved statuettes, and a full set of canopic jars meant to preserve their internal organs. According to hieroglyphic inscriptions, both men were named as sons of the same mother, a woman called Khnama. Researchers assumed the obvious explanation. Two brothers, born of the same parents, buried together for eternity. Then, in May 1908, everything changed. At the University of Manchester, Egyptologist Margaret Murray unwrapped one of the mummies in front of a live audience of 500 people. As her team studied the skeletons, something didn't add up. One skull showed features typical of northern populations. The other looked entirely different. According to the physical evidence, these men could not have shared the same father. For the next 80 years, that mismatch became an accepted mystery. Some researchers proposed one man had been adopted into the family. Nobody could prove it because no technology existed yet to test a biological relationship this old. Decades passed. Then new discoveries began stacking on top of the old ones. Scientists found parasite DNA preserved inside the men's tissue, confirming they had lived with a disease still affecting the Nile region today. Dental analysis in 2017 revealed one of the men had an extremely rare tooth condition, unlike anything previously documented in ancient remains. But the real answer was hiding somewhere much smaller. In 2015, researchers extracted genetic material directly from the men's teeth, one of the only places in a mummified body where DNA might survive nearly 4,000 years. Using next-generation sequencing, scientists at the University of Manchester examined two separate genetic markers. One passed only through mothers, and one passed only through fathers. The mitochondrial results matched perfectly. Both men shared the exact same maternal line. The Y chromosome results told a different story entirely. The genetic markers passed down from father to son didn't match at all. The coffins had been telling the truth the whole time. The two men weren't full brothers. They were half-brothers, sharing one mother and two different fathers, exactly what the inscriptions had quietly stated over 3,000 years earlier. What no one has ever explained is why both men died only months apart, decades apart in age, with no trace of violence or disease severe enough to kill them. That question remains open today. Perhaps the real mystery was never the tomb itself, but how long the truth can wait to be understood. Two brothers, sealed in silence for 4,000 years, were finally heard not through legend, but through science. If mysteries like this pull you in, subscribe for more.